Good morning, friends. 942 ice baths in a row today, Saturday morning. Hope you're doing well. The plunge is nice, 45 degrees. It's probably 79 degrees outside already. It's going to be a warm one today, I think. It was in the mid 90s yesterday, supposed to be in the hundreds here coming up. So we'll get started with an ice bath. Great way to deal with the heat. Get that core temperature lowered before the day even starts. But I was thinking this morning I was reading and thinking about anxiety. My wife and I have talked about trauma and anxiety lately in different settings and situations. And one of the things I really understand as I get older, I'm 55 now, right? So I think it's a combination of getting older and just not wanting to deal with negativity and also learning how to deal with negativity. But anxiety is so often we bring anxiety to the situation. It's not the situation that makes us anxious. If you think of like trauma, the event itself is not really what causes trauma usually. It's our story that we tell ourselves about the trauma. That's how something you could find out about that happened in the past can still cause pain today. It's like, why? How does that cause pain today if that already happened? It's like that famous Lion King movie where Rafiki hits Simba in the head with his club. He's like, ow. He's like, don't worry about it. It's in the past. It already happened. And then Simba's like, yeah, but it hurts. He's like, yeah, the past can hurt. But what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit there and let it hurt? Or are you going to learn? And he swings it again and Simba dodges it. That's a great little scene. It's a really compelling little scene for how to deal with your past. Yeah, it can hurt. But it's only because the story we tell ourselves is what hurts. The thing is gone and done. So anxiety is kind of the same way. We bring our anxiety to a situation by how we think about it. The story that we tell ourselves this actually means. Well, we can choose the other way too, right? It's a learned behavior. We can learn to not bring our anxiety to situations and just observe. I really like Chris Hinton's book, Who's Talking? I mentioned that the other day, but it's like your little villagers inside your brain. All the emotions, all the memories you've ever had in your life are villagers inside your head. And you are not a villager. You're the observer. You're in charge of the village. And things can happen that certain villagers will speak out. Anger can, somebody cuts you off in traffic, the angry villager will justify and stand up and be really loud. It's like, yeah, but you have the ability to see that and observe that emotion and understand that's not you. That's one of your villagers. When you're talking to yourself in your head, who's listening? That's you, right? So you have the choice of being angry or not. And just understanding, being fascinated, letting people live with the benefit of the doubt. And that's a really good concept. So we have anxiety. We tend to bring the anxiety villager to a situation. He's like, yeah, that's not fair, and that's not just, or that's not right, or, it causes me stress. But you can observe that from a neutral standpoint and not be that emotion. You can observe the emotion. That's a great lesson. So read that book by Chris Hinton, Who's Talking? And I've been doing that a lot lately. So if I get triggered by anything, I just ask myself, who's talking right now? Who in my head is the villager that has the staff, that's leading the charge, and I can take the staff away from them, calm them down. I can hear them out. That's probably important to do. And I can calm them down, and then I can take back over as the observer. I can observe everything that's going on around me, but I don't have to experience it. And the older I get, the better I get at doing this. When I was younger, obviously when you're triggered, it's I had to do that. He pushed my buttons. It's like, well, you actually have the choice. So make wise choices, guys. That's my lesson for today. Anxiety and pain from trauma are just the stories we're telling ourselves. It's not the actual issue. So make your own decisions. That's what a mature person that really learns these things can do, is they can carry their weather with them. They can make their own decisions and be in control of their emotions. It gets easier with time as you get older and you just get tired of dealing with it all the time. And it gets easier with practice. So make sure you practice today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.